Yo, my name is Robert George, and in today's video I want to talk to you about 3 tips of making money much faster. So I have made closely $13,000 at 19 years old, and I want to teach you some things how can you make money faster. And I'm going to guarantee to you that if you watch this video and commit to watching this video, you're going to be much better at making money. There's 3 simple things here, really simple. If you understand them, you're going to be better at it, truly better. And no, it's not about SMMA, it's not about dropshipping, it's not about what you think it is. It's something really simple that you have to understand. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry. So let us go into it, because you don't have a big attention span most likely. So, first thing, first principle. What is first principle? Well, first principle is a mental model which you can use to understand things. How it works is that you break down things into the elements which cannot be further questioned. This is how first principle works. Now, if you want to make money, we have to understand how money making works. What are the first principles of making money? Well, firstly, there is someone here and there is someone here. There's 2 persons usually who make money. Either if it's a business, there is 2 persons in there. There is someone with a pain. So this person has some kind of pain. And this person here has some kind of solution. And when this person presents the solution to their pain, what is going to happen is this person is going to pay them money. And this is the basics of making money. Like, this is all how you make money. So, you're going to make much more money if you understand this. Like, that's all. That's all basically how money making works. So, understand this and have it ingrained in your mind. If it is, then you're actually much better than 99% of people who want to make money online. Like, this is something that people don't understand, but they all want to make money. So, if you understand this, you're much better than them. So, claps for you because you know this. Second, competition. Now, this is something different. Now, what is competition? Well, competition is the people who you are against in a niche or some kind of group. So if you want to sell, I don't know, in the SMMA space, how to get clients, well, there's a big competition there with people. So what you need to do is 2 things, or some, which you can do. One is be the best. This is one of the way. And the second is to be unique. So, if you are the best, then your competition will not exist. Because if you are the best, what it means that people want to come to you. And why is that? Well, because people want to have the best information for the best price. And I think being the best kind of includes that in there. The second is being unique. So how can you stand out from a saturated niche, which doesn't really exist? Well, if you stand out, you are unique. So think about when there's a marketplace where there is a ton of people. Like, how can you get these people's attention? Well, if you stand on something and you start shouting, for an example. And being unique just represents that. Like, you are unique. So, this is the 2 ways. Now, how can you be the best at your competition? Like, from your competition, how can you actually be the best? Well, I don't know what you're doing or what you're trying to sell, how are you trying to make money, but you have to be the best. And how can you do that? Well, there are some things here. Firstly, information. So, if all of the people in a niche where they are trying to sell something, gathering all of their information from all of the people, then you don't have competitive advantage. Then how they want to be better than them? Like, you can't. So if everyone watches the videos from who is that guy, Iman, and building their SMMA or agency around Iman's videos, then no one is going to have competitive advantage. They're all going to be the same, exactly the same. Of course, there's difference about how you synthesize the information, but it's going to be the same information. And we know from systems thinking that input equals the output. So if the input is the same, then output is going to be the same for everyone. Second is work. How can you be the best? Well, work more than everyone else, basically. Like, that is all, basically. Like, if you think about it, if there is a soccer player or a basketball player who are the best of the best, like, how did they become the best of the best? Well, they have practiced more than anyone else. So, how can you become the best of the best in your niche, in your anything, against your competition? Well, exercising. Well, this is not the right sentence, but the more. Exercise and practice the thing more than anyone else does in your competition. And if you do that, well, you're going to be better than anyone else in your competition. Basic systems thinking. More input equals more output. Less input equals less output. That's all. Now, if this is done, you know how can you make money faster than anyone else. You have found a pain that people have. You have a solution to them. And, well, there's a problem that there is competition. Well, what you're going to do is be better than them and be unique. Being better is having different information than them and working much more than them. Basically, that it is. Now, how can you be unique? Well, that is a really good question, and it's really hard to answer it if you're watching it in a different way. So, if let's say you're in a marketplace and there's a ton of people there, and now you have stand out, you have on something and you're higher than everyone else. This is the people. And if more people do this, more people do this, well, you're not unique from now on. So what can you do? Well, look at what others are doing and don't do that. Literally. So, let me tell you something, which is a really good mental model which you can use, which is inversion. It's the mental model when you invert the thing which you're trying to understand. So, if I'm thinking about how can I stand out from the niche or from content creators, for example, but I have to think about how do I not stand out? Well, if I'm the same. So what I have to do is not be the same as them. So do something differently than they are doing it. And if you do it differently, then you have won. Like basic understanding. So use inversion. If you can understand what they are doing and why they look all the same, you can do something different and you will be unique. And the first thing for you to make money faster is the small things, actually. What are the small things? Well, it comes back to systems thinking, where you, as a person, has input, output, feedback, process. Now, if you want the output of money, this is money. What you have to do is work. Well, this is really basic. Now, if you think about it, work is also an output. And why do I say that? Well, because there's some kind of input of your time and energy into creating the work. So, if work is an output, what is the input for money? Well, for money, the input is your time and energy. And how can you make money is by having time and energy inputted. Time is easy because you have to sit down for a long period of time. That is all. But energy is a bigger question. How can you have the best energy in order to create this work? Well, if you think about it, the process of working is your body doing the things. So you think about what you need to do and your body does it. But in order for your body to work correctly, what you need to do is eat correctly, sleep correctly, and drink correctly. So if these basic inputs, which are the small inputs, are not correct, then you can't have this money thing correct. Or it will take more time, because time plus energy. If time is good, energy is bad, well, it will take more time to create the same output. So what you need to do in order to have this as fast as possible, well, to eat, sleep, and drink clean. And if that is correct, everything is going to be correct. That is basic systems thinking. And these are the 3 tips of how you can make money faster. Now, if you have understood it and you can take these into account and you can implement these, I guarantee that you're going to make money fast. You're going to pick a pain that people have, you're going to solve that, and when you have solved that, well, you are going to focus on being in the competition, being better and unique, and focusing on the small things which are going to make sure that do not freak you up. So yeah, this was my video of how can you make money faster. And if you liked it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, everything which is related to this. I create videos like this every week. And yes, I will see you later.